Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first video on this channel. And in today's video we are going to be teaching everyone how to create a very cool looking Messi inspired poster. So I'm going to be using these assets that I have here, these 6 assets, and I'm going to basically show you guys how to make this design. So the first one is going to be this stadium that we're then going to drag out and drag to the bottom of the page. Make sure that there's no white at the bottom or sides, and once you put your rulers on, that creates a really good sort of halfway point just to sort of drag that out to make sure that it fits in that space. The next thing you're going to want to do is grab the sky, which you're then going to extend to the corners to start with. You're then going to drag underneath the stadium, and that is how the design is currently looking with the sky. You want to make the sky slightly bigger on the sides, just so it sort of blends in, gets rid of any white around the outside. The next one is going to be the picture of Messi, which you're then going to rasterize the layer, and then subject select your Messi. It should do it pretty well. You then want to select inverse and delete the background just like that. Drag that down to the middle, make it a little bit bigger, slightly angle it ever so slightly, just so it fits with the theme of the stadium being slightly angled. That is pretty good to me. I am then going to create a clipping mask. I'm then gonna add this grass overlay, which is pretty easy to get. You just search grass vector on Google, drag that into a separate Photoshop document, and define brush preset. Just basically select the vector of the grass. Then you can always delete the background and define brush preset, so you're left with just the sort of outline of the grass. Make sure to comment if you need any help with that. I can always make a video on how you guys do that, but we're basically just adding a little bit of grass under the boots so it looks cleaner. It's not 100% necessary, but it does make the design look cleaner. I'm then going to copy the Messi, so you now have 2 layers of Messi now. You then want to delete the clipping mask, and you want to transform, which you go down to your transform option, you go to distort, you grab the top, and all you want to do is extend that out just on the outside of the page, so it looks basically like a mirror sort of effect. You then want to add a black color overlay to that. Make sure it lines up with the boots pretty well. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Put that on 30% and click OK. And then you want to decrease your opacity to a bit where you're comfortable. I recommend 60% is sort of like a good range to go, just so it's slightly darker by the boots. You then get your text, and you make a new layer. You want to be using the Go Bold High Thin italic font that I believe if you just search that, it will come up, let you download it. You type Messi in, and you want to sort of align it pretty big just behind Messi, sort of by the stadium. You want to then drag that underneath, so we got this sort of thing. You're then gonna change your sort of filter at the top to a nice looking soft light, which basically keeps the outline look of the word but sort of lets the background sort of shine through. It just really nice effect. You want to change your brush, make sure your opacity is on 50, make sure your text has a clipping mask, and just make sure that none of the bottom of the text is overlaid over the top of the stadium. Just make that look really clean, almost like it's sort of branching out of the sky sort of look that we're going for. You then want to type a new bit of text and type in Lionel. Okay, you then want to resize that to a point where you're comfortable. The good thing about this font is it goes really nicely sort of on top of each other. Sort of layers very well. You can see how clean the line is from the L going all the way down to the M. There's a perfect sort of straight line. I'm then resizing the text a little bit, just so we leave a bit of space at the top, just to make it look clean. In case you print in the design, that bit will be cut off, so please bear that in mind. We are then typing in Andres. The E, by the way, if you're on Mac, is your option. You just press your option button and then you press E, and it should give that sort of asterisk over the top of the E. We're then decreasing the opacity to a point where you can only just see it, because the main thing we're wanting from this is just Lionel Messi. The Andres is sort of less known. It's mostly just Lionel Messi, Messi being the biggest, Lionel being his first name. So that is a key point. We're then making it into a smart object and adding a brightness and contrast layer and making the brightness 20%, the contrast 20%. It doesn't look like it makes like a super duper sort of, it doesn't look like it does a lot, but I promise it does a lot when you start adding overlays and things like that. You want to make sure that the entire image looks cohesive and looks right. We're then adding an exposure layer, which we're slightly altering, making certain parts really light, other parts much darker. Gamma correction as well, that's a really important filter. It just sort of brings the light sort of more realistic looking, which is nice. You can see there what the exposure does. Doesn't look like a lot, and the brightness and the contrast doesn't look like a lot, but it will do a lot for us in the long run. We're then going to select all those layers, Control G to group, and we're then going to convert to a smart object. So we've now got that main poster as a smart object. We're going into the group that has all of our layers, and basically we just want to copy Messi. We don't need to save any of those because we're not altering anything. So if it comes up with don't save, just scratch those. Doesn't matter too much. You then want to Control V your Messi over the top, line it up the best you can over the top of the group. So you got Messi, basically a Messi on top of a Messi. You can see there I'm flicking through, just showing you guys sort of how we want to have it at the minute. I forgot, clipping mask layer you want to keep, because that's an important part to keep the grass at the bottom. We're then going into filter gallery, and this is where you guys want to play around with the main 4 filters we have here: reticulation, grain, halftone and film grain. Just play around with what you guys think is the best for this. As you can clearly see here, we've got too much white, which for me is sort of like, it doesn't bring out the theme that we're trying to get here. We're trying to just basically add a nice halftone over the top. So I'm just going to fast forward now to a point where we get it looking correct. So I'll be back in a sec to continue this. And ladies and gents, here we are. This is sort of where we got to. Playing around with the halftone, you can see we got it mostly close. I'm sure with a bit more playing around with it, we could get it closer, but for this tutorial, I think this does it justice. There's a few filters that I really like the look of. I really like the look of divide. I really like the look of sort of your linear light. It sort of brings the color, but very minimalistic. So feel free to play around with the filters. It doesn't have to be the exact same as mine. I really like the linear light on that one, but just for this tutorial, we're going to keep it normal, just grayscaled, half-tone pattern, really simple. We're then selecting the contrast layer, and this is where we're going to proceed to go around the band on the arm, the captain's armband, the name on the back of the shirt, and the number. So I'm just going to quickly fast forward me doing that now. All we're doing is going around the different things. We're making sure our opacity's up. We are making sure that basically just selecting all these different points, going over it with the brush tool, and sort of almost erasing the layer in front and revealing the layer behind. It gives a really nice sort of golden look to the name and the number. So I'll be back in a sec once I've done that. And there we have it, ladies and gents. We got the armband, we got the name, and we got the number. It just brings a sort of extra sort of graphic-y feel to the design where it's not as boring. We're then going to add a gradient over the top. We're selecting a basic gradient. For this one, we want to add sort of an orange. For the first, we want to select the center to add a second one. And we're going to select a yellow. And then for the final one at the top, we're going to select white. We're then going to OK all that. And we're going to create a clipping mask just so it's on the group only. We're then going to scroll down through all the options. You can see some really nice different colorways. The one for this we're going to be going for is hue. As you can see, that'll give like this really cool effect. If you're left with these red lines at the top, you then want to add another solid color at the very top of your layers. Make that orange, create a clip. You want to then drag that underneath and create another clipping mask so they're both on group. You then select the sort of the layer next to it, get your brush tool and sort of proceed to like rub out the bits you don't want. So rub out all the bits by the legs, by the stadium, and then slowly go up the sky on the back of the shirt as well, making sure you can see that the name nicely through the center, making sure it's not too much, but it will get rid of those horrible red lines at the top. And then you want to change your thing to lighten, and it just basically creates sort of, it makes it lighter, hence the lighten. It makes it lighter and sort of less in your face with the orange, and it looks a hell of a lot better. We're then going to select the gradient sort of clipping mask layer, and you want to completely just get the brush tool, go over the stadium, just so we're getting rid of that and we're leaving the green of the pitch and the colours of the stadium. We're then going to be adding our clouds, so we drag the first one in. I'll be leaving all these images in the description so you don't have to go looking for them. You then make that a screen and you just drag that out to a position where you're comfortable with it. If it does cover up the name, like mine is currently covering up the name here, all you need to do, just minimize the opacity, take your brush tool, sort of neaten it up, bring out the Messi more, just so you can read it. I'm quite happy with this. So that is going to be for the first set of clouds. just bring out sort of the color behind, let it stand out, make sure that the name's mostly readable in the background. Any lines like the one I have here, just select your layer and just sort of fade that out. Just make it look really clean and just add those clouds in. We then add the single cloud and we put that on screen as well. There we go. And these are going to be your smaller clouds. Just put those over the top of the thing wherever you would like them. I have mine just under the 10, just above the waist sort of area. Just makes it look like he's almost through the clouds. And then add this scratch overlay over the top. Drag that out. Pretty simple, just so it's the size of your design. And then you can play around with the different options. The option I went for was screen, I believe. But I did play around, looking through, seeing if I could find anything else. I then noticed it was very, very strong. And makes it a bit harder to see. So we'll change that after. We're making a solid color over the top of the half-tone Messi. We're then looking through, seeing if there's basically anything we can add to the design. We're making a clipping mask just to bring more out the black. Like I found color burn worked really well. There was color which was okay. We only wanted a slight darken, so we decided on overlay. Worked really, really well in terms of bringing the black much stronger and overall just improving the design. I then minimized the opacity on the scratches. This really, really helped just sort of make it more readable and better. And that is going to be the end of my first ever tutorial on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys experiment with this design, make it look cool. Make sure to follow the socials down below. Check out my website. Get in touch regarding anything graphics design based. And I will see you everyone in the next video.